Let me ask you one quick question. I'm going to ask this question of all my remaining callers just to see, I'm going back and forth with my ex-wife during this show. She's freaking out because, I mentioned I'm taking my 10-year-old son to Dallas with me, who's going to be 11 in 3 months. And she's upset with me because I told her that, she said, what are you going to do with him when you're at the Sovereign Man, when you're giving your speech? And I said, I'll probably be down there for a couple of hours. I'll give him the choice. He can come down with me, or if he wants, he can stay up in the hotel room and play Minecraft, which is what he does a lot of the time anyway. And she's screaming because she said, you can't leave a 10-year-old alone in a hotel room, that it's irresponsible and reckless, and I have to bring him down with me because he's too young to be in a hotel room, even though I'm in the same hotel just a few floors down, and he's got a cell phone. So, is it reckless of me, or can, a kid who's 3 months away from 11 be left alone for a couple of hours in a hotel room?
Well, if it's for me, I think he's fine. If you, I think the level of it, for some kids these days, I think, for me at least, from the knowledge they know of computers and everything, I think they're perfectly capable of, making a phone call, making sure not to open the door for strangers, and making a call to 911 or something.
Yeah, look, maybe we're just guys. If there's a woman who's listening to this show that agrees with my ex-wife that my son, who's in 5th grade, who will be 11 in 3 months, if it's reckless and irresponsible of me to leave him in a hotel room when I go down to the lobby to give a presentation, if someone agrees with her, I'd like to hear from that woman, because I think she's nuts. But if anybody else doesn't and they think I'm nuts, maybe call in, because I've got all men on hold right now, and I have a feeling that the men will agree with me. But then again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some overprotective fathers who are on hold as well. But hey, David, good luck with whatever you decide to do. But have your wife read some of my books. Maybe get her to listen to the show. Maybe she'll understand. Because I had, when I was married to this woman who I'm divorced from, she wanted to buy a house so badly when we were renting, and we argued about it almost every day. Almost every day that we were renting, I had an argument with my wife over why we're not buying. And, it was all about the housing bubble, and, it didn't matter to her. She just wanted to buy something. And I know, women have that attitude more so than men, although not always. I'm not sexist, but, generally speaking, I find that more women have that nesting urge and want to own the home than the guys. But hey, Dave, thanks for your call. Next up is Neil calling in from Georgia, Norcross, Georgia? How do you pronounce that?
Norcross.
Norcross, Georgia? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, go ahead.
It depends on the 10-year-old, but probably you're fine. I'd go ahead and leave him if he's a mature 10-year-old.
Yeah. I think so. He's an A student. He seems like a bright kid to me.
Yeah,
Straight
you got
A's.
no problems. So,